Alrighty, in today's video, we are going to be looking at Penn National Gaming. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and overall, I hope you guys get something of value out of this video. We're going to be looking at kind of what's going on, should you buy, should you sell, and just giving, my overall opinion about it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys get anything in value, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and guys, check out my course down below. It's definitely worth it. It's only $50, especially if you use the promo code dividends. Make sure you guys at least check it out. So now, what is Penn National Gaming? Well, Penn National Gaming, I'm sure you guys know the company. They partnered with Barstool Sports back in 2019. And they had this huge and beautiful upward buying pressure. A lot of momentum about this thing. People were thinking that this thing was going to hit 50, and then the March crash happened, where the stock really went from about $42 all the way down to $3.75. And at the time, I remember thinking, oh my gosh, this is such a good bargain. I did buy a couple of shares down in here at about $11, and I've been holding out for quite some time, because I'm just a huge and solid long-term investor. I don't care about all the volatility with it. I just understand that there is a lot of long-term potential. So you guys can see it had this beautiful upward trend all the way from the lows here. If you would have bought at the lows, sold at the highs, you're looking at a return of 2,753%, which in my opinion is crazy. Now, the reason why it had this beautiful growth is, one, online gambling just took over. I'm sure you guys could see here, not to mention we had some beautiful earnings, and this was just an absolute powerhouse of a stock and of a company. Now, it hit the highs here at around $142 and just started immediately selling off. You can see in the week it dropped from 141 all the way to 112 and just started rallying off, right? Very, very little buying pressure. You can see on the RSI how it just kind of tanked down, which, hey, if it's overvalued on the RSI, you can see with all of these little spike ups, it's very common to see some sell off. But when a stock sells off over 85, 60%, you have to understand something's going on the fundamental side and technical side that's making all this happen. Now today, this stock did fall 21%. So what's going on with it? Is it crashing? Should you buy? Should you sell? Well, there's a lot of news right now that's actually extremely negative towards Penn and Barstool Sports. Now, Penn bought out about 37% of Barstool Sports, and there is some not good things about it, right? So if we actually look at this MarketWatch news article, it says Penn National Gaming sheds $2.6 billion in evaluation after a missed earnings. So, hey, companies miss earnings all the time. It's super expected to have a quarter that you struggle with, right? It happens all the time. Not to mention allegations against Barstool's Portnoy. So Portnoy is pretty much the CEO. He's the founder of Barstool Sports, and he makes a lot of the big decisions for the company. And so when you have this type of decline, a lot of people and a lot of heads get turned at the stock. So a lot of investors are getting worried about, hey, is Portnoy, gonna get sued? Is he gonna do this, do that? And a lot of investors are just saying, hey, I would rather take my loss now than hold out on this thing and possibly have him getting sued like ATVI. Activision's getting sued. So a lot of people are saying, hey man, I just want to hop out of this thing now. Not to mention, when a company has a missed earnings, that's already just another reason for investors to sell their stock. So should you buy it? That's the main question, right? So for me, I definitely think Penn carries a lot of potential. The sell-off is looking like an opportunity to buy it, but anytime you have, this much volatility where this thing rallies up and then sells off, right? It's hard to determine if it's overvalued, undervalued. So a good strategy would be dollar cost averaging. I know I say it a lot, but it works like bread and butter. It's cold cut. You don't have to worry about getting in overvalued nor undervalued. You just have to be consistent with your investment. So if that's, say, you want to invest $1,000 into Penn Penn National Gaming. Instead of putting up that $1,000 all up front right here at $57, and this thing just continues to sell off just like that short-term trend, you'd be losing money. But what you do is you'll invest $100 a week over the next 10 weeks, or you can do it monthly over the next 10 months. So what this means is during that time period, you're going to be continually buying shares. So if it continues to sell off, you're just averaging your price down. And so when the stock recovers, you make a lot more money. It's a beautiful way to invest into these growth stocks and in companies that you really believe that could be leaders in that sector, but it really eliminates that risk just because of how you're purchasing those shares. It's a great way. You don't have to worry overvalued, undervalued. Not to mention, guys, Barstool Sports is a very stable company. I'm sure they're going to rebound, and I just think that, yes, this sell-off is not good. I think we'll probably find some support, honestly, near about $51 to $45, right in that range, and that's where I'm looking to buy. I just think that this is a solid opportunity to get in on some shares for a pretty fair valued stock. Alrighty, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys later. Remember to stay happy, stay positive, and stay safe. Take care.